picked up the novelization of the game Assassin's Creed 2. It was awful. It was just the worst.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Something with a little more pizzazz than an actual literal retelling of the game. Like, it was like the dialogue from a cutscene, and then they described the mission that happens, and then the dialogue from the next cutscene, and I'm like, alright, cool. I think I still have that book unless I gave it to Goodwill. I don't know.
Yeah, the girl in the box was pretty messed up. It was about a girl that was keeping a journal as she was kidnapped. Like, she was just stuck in a room with absolutely no light, and happened to have her typewriter in her backpack when she'd been snatched, because she was going to return it to a friend. And she, like, started describing the imaginary furniture that she'd put in her room, and just basically just going crazy, slowly going crazy on in journal form. That was pretty heavy for my grade.
Books are cool, though. I like books. They're a big time investment.
They are. If you don't speed read.
Even Grindel was an afternoon speed reading.
Yeah, but like an afternoon compared to the months that it took me to read. To be fair, I didn't understand a lot of the words. I had to stop a lot.
I'm really good at context clues.
I mean, yeah, I got the context, but I want to actually know the word.
Well, yeah, most of the time you can learn the word from the context.
Nah, I want to know it. I want to intimately know those words.
I normally don't go that far with a word that I'm pretty sure I know until someone says, "What does that mean?" And I'm like, I can't describe it.
Yeah, like
I get the general vibe of that word, but I cannot describe it to you. Which I don't mind. I feel like it expands my vocabulary in a meaningful way. Because the reason I would expand my vocabulary isn't for me to be able to say more words, but for me to be able to understand other people's words better. And maybe that's just a sign of who I am, but I don't know.
Or when I hear it in a different context. There's something very interesting about listening to people that English is not their first language, is that I learned that our words are, like, English is really, really versatile, because things that they would use words in places that I wouldn't have picked that particular word, but when I think about the definition of that word, it works just fine. So it's like listening to like an incredibly strange form of poetry, or like maybe even an archaic way of speaking.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. That's kind of the feeling I got when I first heard the word palaver.
Palaver?
Yeah, which is a droning conversation. Because it's not very often that you hear a word that you have no frame of reference for. Like, it's not very often that you hear a word nowadays that you can't go down to a root word that you know of.
Right.
And palaver was a word that's just like, I don't know any syllable of that.
Yeah,
what is that?
Where the fuck did that come from?
It's a British English thing, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
It is 2 a.m. for Trevor. And also 2 a.m. in the game whenever he said that.
It's 2 a.m. in the game again, which I'm sure that was last go round. God, it's so sad how quickly I'm dying in this.
I've wanted to read Sandman for a while, and I know that's a graphic novel.
You haven't read Sandman? Dude, I have I believe I have it.
You have the first one, though? I thought...
No, I don't think I have the first one, but...
Yeah, I would want to read it in order.
Oh, man, Sandman is good.
By the way, Fables ended recently.
Really?
Yeah, so it's actually all complete out there.
Wow, I think I'm gonna have to go.
Alright, that's the last run. I
Fables.
think. Unless you have one more in you.
I don't know. No.
Alright. Well, everyone.
Done.
I say everyone because this will probably be on YouTube later. Thanks for watching. We had fun.
Are you still talking?
Did you have
What are
fun?
Gonna say? I did have fun. We had a lot of fun.
It's your stream. You should talk. You should
No.
say bye to people.
Bye. Oh, the cat farted again.